feedback. Feedback is one of the best tools that a manager or a leader has, and unfortunately it's not used so often. So feedback, as you can see here, is the possibility for a group of people or individuals to gain information about behavior, its impact on them, on others, or in performance. And of course, you should not give feedback just criticizing, just judging, just blaming, finger pointing. That's not feedback. That's not feedback. That's not helping your team. That's not helping yourself. It can lead to ventilate some of your frustration, but there's absolutely no value on that. So how do you give feedback? Structuring it. Here you are. Structure your feedback sessions. You have standard situations, you have observation, and you have impact in performance, atmosphere, etc., etc. When you have a structured feedback session, you are not finger pointing. You are using any situation, event, or result to detect malfunctions and to improve a situation. And that's in the interest and benefit of yourself, of your team member, and the team on itself. So if you pick up a standard situation and you say, okay, we agreed on this, I have seen that you haven't followed, as a result this is the impact, so we need to correct this. You bring a concrete example, you bring what should be the correct behavior, you bring what was the outcome of not following it, that behavior or attitude, and the impact that it would have for the peer and the team, and therefore it's a situation that should be improved. That's how you approach a structured feedback session. These are just a few examples in each of the steps. So last time that there was a situation, I have noticed that something wasn't compliant. That caused the rest of the team to have delayed on the project, and that will delay our major goal by X. So as a corrective action, you will need to follow up your tasks on time, pre-inform the team and myself if there's any setback, any possible delay. So this is a very structured and constructive feedback session. Extremely important, your mindset. Don't use yes, but. Don't use however, because those expressions have a negative connotation and take away anything positive said earlier. So your mindset is extremely important during feedback sessions when you are asking or giving feedback on a very openly and transparent way. Use instead of yes, but, use instead however, use yes, and I'm wondering if this wouldn't lead to a better result. So always try to put it in perspective, always try to involve your counterpart to see the bigger picture, to see the impact, to see the situation, to don't drive him or her to deadlocks or to a wall. Drive them to an escape route, always. And if there are positive things that they have done, use them, and then drive the change on the less positive things that they have done in order to achieve X, Y, or Z. Lastly, in terms of communication and feedback, these are the most important expressions that you can have in terms of communication. 6. I admit I made a mistake. In the corporate world, unfortunately, this is very, very rarely used, at least by management or leadership. Why not? It's normal to make mistakes. It's not normal to make the same mistake again and again, but it's normal to make mistakes, to learn from them, to see where was the failure, and to improve them for next time. It's a major opportunity. Any mistake is a major opportunity to growth and evolution. Use it. You did a good job. It's also not used enough. We take for granted that people do good things. Again, don't use it just trivially. You did a good job, but use it when appropriately, and look people in the eye and say it honestly. Don't say it just as a template. You did a good job, and keep carrying on. That's not the way. What is your opinion? Involve people. Involve people. When people feel involved and feel part of something greater than themselves, they excel. Involve people. If you please, when you tell people to do something, probably they moan and groan and not do it correctly. But if you ask them, if you please, then they feel a different drive to do that task. Thank you. But don't say thank you trivially. Say thank you looking people in the eye, appreciating and conveying the message also with your body language. And the most important word in human relations, we. We. It's not I. It's we. We did it. We overcome it. We had a rough time, but we managed. We. These are some of the most important expressions that you can use with that team. Use them, but use them honestly and feeling them, not just as templates. So that was it. This was the last lesson that I had to share with you about leadership and management. I recognize this quite some information. It will require you some time to embed and to link this with your day-to-day activities. I would recommend you that you take notes along the way. When you take notes, things stick in your memory, and go through the course again and again. If you have questions, suggestions, just shout. I'm here to help you out, and I'm here to see as well if you have different perspectives and to exchange on that. So hope it helps you on your leadership or management role in the future, and I really wish you to succeed in that. I'm glad to be somehow part of that success. Thank you. See you.